Tony Chapman's here. You're turning into our Alec Baldwin.
Hey, I love that.
Because
really?
I think
That's a good comparison.
He's holds the record for the most times hosting SNL, and I think now you are the most returning guest so far.
Oh, I thought you were saying I was the host today or something.
Well, you could
starting to get
also
really
guest
excited.
host.
If you want to, keep
guest
showing
host.
up, and you never know what's going to
Can I
happen.
sit on that side of the table next time?
You're better lit.
Better lit over here. All right,
That's
thanks.
right. Tony's here to talk about a couple different things in marketing that we were interested in, but first we just have to mention, you were saying as we were leading up, you just shot the finale of Rags to Riches. Recipe to Riches.
Recipe to Riches on Wednesday night, 9 o'clock on the Food Network.
They were
So-
shabbily dressed.
That's right.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
So you know the winner.
I'm sworn to secrecy,
Is
but
there
I do.
anything we could do?
Well, I could be bribed.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
No.
I like your honesty about that. All right. So we wanted to talk to you about a couple
It's
things.
in my vault. I'm like, Dave.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be any good as a judge at anything.
His vault is like a rusty swinging.
Yeah, it's all here.
That's Dave's
All
vault.
here.
We wanted to talk to you about street art. David brought this up, and you've been involved in something recently. So the idea is getting your client's message out via literally artwork that they do on the ground.
Yeah, it's so amazing. It stops people in their tracks. Have we got a picture of it?
Yeah.
So this is what we did for McCain's Pizza, and it looks so three-dimensional that people come up to it. But again, in this world where everybody's armed with a camera, the idea is not just the 5,000 people that might stumble on it, it's the fact that they can post and go, oh my God, you should see this. And this guy's done stuff like where you feel like you're falling into a well. It's so three-dimensional. It's remarkable when you see it.
It is.
And he gets flown all over the world, and he's in demand. I mean, we had to book this guy 6 months in advance because we wanted to create some attention. I mean, the shelves are full of pizza, so we wanted to get our client to
Do
be
you know
noticed.
what his methodology? How did... I wonder how he starts this.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong there.
But I mean, how does he do this? Does he...
I talked to him. He's been an artist since he was a child.
Yeah.
He's loved this concept of three-dimensional, and then he started to realize that when he came, like a busker on the street, that when he started to bring this three-dimension to it, he had absolutely massive crowds around.
Yeah.
And then before, and he used to just put a bucket out and collect cash. And then one day a marketer came along and said, hey, I'd love you to do that for my client. And
Right.
then the cash registers went on, and he doesn't have to worry about his
But
phone
this
bill.
is a very unique skill set, right?
Totally unique. There's nobody else that I've seen in the world. We Googled because we had a hard time booking him. So we looked everywhere. There's nobody that knows how to do it in this way. You literally, I've had people, you see people in videos on YouTube stopping, thinking they're about to fall into a puddle.
Well,
and it's just chalk. It's insanity.
I say it begs you to come so close because you can't
It does.
understand
And take a
how
picture
it
and go,
happens.
OMG, you got to
Yeah.
see this.
Well, that
Next
was
thing you
the
know,
thing.
that's the whole
At
element.
first, when I heard sidewalk art, I thought, well, there's only a certain amount of people that
Yeah.
walk by,
Yeah.
showing my age a little bit, not really thinking about the social media aspect. And of course, like click, fire it
Well,
out, and now it does go.
I always call it the bow tie model, and the whole concept is draw people in, have them see the event, but most importantly, amplify it afterwards. And the bigger your bow tie, the higher your return on investment.
Right, because this is not lasting very long because
Oh, and
obviously the rain
first rain will
comes
take it down, and we tarp it, you cover it, and then you unveil it. But of course, we're serving pizza when this is going on, and everything else. So there's
Can you
sampling.
do this on public property, or does it have to be on private
We
property?
have, of course, you can do anything on public property, but without a permit, the danger is somebody's going to come along. And I tell you, as a PR stunt, some people will do that just to be arrested, because again, guess what? More
Right.
attention.
Headlines. Okay,
Yeah.
the other thing we want to talk about are man caves.
Oh yes.
So
Man
this is
cave.
another trend that's coming. These are in grocery stores, and essentially it is like, I saw something about this. It's like a little bar set up.
Lounge chairs, television sets. They're trying to draw. I mean,
And this is in Toronto.
Toronto's it's down the new Longos by the Sports Center, but they're trying to draw, or even go to the new Loblaw that they just open up Maple Leaf Gardens, and you can see that where center ice is. I mean, it's there to draw the male shopper in the store because they shop very differently. I mean, women, hunters and gatherers. I mean, since we've been on the planet, actually you see that when they're in grocery stores. Woman's going in, she's saying, I got to get my grocery list. It's got to taste great. It's got to be affordable. It's got to be convenient and now healthy. Oh my God, she's just absolutely burdened. A man goes in and he's just darting in and out. He's like insanity. He remembers every golf hole he's ever played in his life. Same grocery store, 52 weeks in a row. Where's the dairy? Where's the meat? And so what they're trying to do is create these little areas where we'll bring the men in, because the men are very impulsive what they'll buy.
Really?
And you'll come home with a $19 olive oil because
No,
You're not allowed, though. You're a special
Listen,
exception.
I go
He's
in like a
disciplined.
SWAT team.
Yeah,
I go,
exactly.
I
Hunter,
go
hunter.
in with a mission.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
like,
hun-
it's like Bin Laden for me. I'm going in, I'm getting that thing, I'm getting out, and I want to get out clean.
Judge, I please make Hunter, right? He hunts.
But my wife will go in with the coupons and the thing and the hang and the rain checks.
She's responsible. And she's absolutely responsible for making things happen. I'll tell you another thing that's funny, card stores. A woman will go into a card store and spend 20 minutes looking for the perfect card. She's imagining who she's giving to. She'll write the perfect thing. The whole halo lasts until she hands it or mails it. A man walks in, starts sweating immediately. Valentine's Day, comes home with a big red card that you're embarrassed to put on your mantle, but he's showing he loves you. It's his game he's brought home.
Yeah.
So
these man caves are for what?
To attract men, because grocery sales are flat, so they want to get more males into the grocery store because you are a little impulsive. You'll buy the special sauces.
So the longer you keep them in, the more likely it is they'll buy something. It's like being in a casino. The longer they keep you in the casino, the more money you'll
Absolutely. And if you've ever shopped, women, and we've done a lot of studies on it, women really don't like shopping with males. Number one is their friends. Distant second is your kids, right off the scale at the bottom, is because you're in, you want to get
it. They rush you.
And they rush you, and they're not understanding that you want the whole experiential element of it. So, if they can park you in a chair with a coffee watching a screen, then you've helped them grocery shop.
Okay. That is so not going to happen on my watch.
I know. It's an experiment that.
Why don't they do this in women's shoe stores?
They give you comfortable chairs, and what happens? You fall asleep.
Well, they're occupied most of the time. There's other guys sleeping there.
Yeah, I know. We should have bunk chairs. Bunk chairs for men. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But the man caves are for men to go shopping alone too, right? The fact that it'll.
Yeah, there's to say it's much more of an attractive place for you to come in. Look, there's a lot of men doing grocery shopping. They like to do the top up, going in for a Wednesday night, which they get, or a Thursday night. And they go in thinking they're going to spend $18, and $48 later they're coming home with a whole bunch of things. So of course, they're designed to bring men in, alone or not.
And this is where again, if people want to?
Well, there's one at Longo's. I think the new Loblaw store is a great example with center ice and the old hockey chairs turned into a maple leaf and stuff.
Well, there's a place to sit. I haven't been in there yet.
There's what it is. It's marked. There's a place where men can mark the territory where center ice was. I'm being stereotypical. I'm being very black and white.
How are you supposed to get shopping done if you're watching the hockey game at the grocery store?
Well, it's
you're not going to get any shopping.
Get you in there.
I got to get groceries, and 2.5 hours later, you come home a little sheepish.
With an $18
bottle of oil and a case of beer. Yeah. I'm not being very kind to men today, I guess.
Thanks for being here. He's the CEO of Capital C and judge on Recipe to Riches. And so the big finale this Wednesday.
Wednesday night, Food Network, 9 o'clock. It's going to be a great show.
Fantastic. 6:52. Now we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Big prize, too, right?
Yeah.